Well, welcome to FPL Top Dogs Ballyhaunis, and this is the FIFA.com and Sun Dream Team review, the World Cup, which I'm doing both, and it's match day 4, a match day 4 review, and going on to the quarterfinals and seeing what I'm going to do for that, and both codes, the FIFA.com and the Sun Dream Team. So, without further ado, let's go straight into it. And thanks for joining us, guys. I hope you're following all this, and I hope you got your own teams. And I'm hoping that us Top Dog Universe and FPL Top Dogs Ballyhaunis that we're getting more au fait with the Sun Dream Team, guys. Because next year we're going to have a serious swipe at. I want to get the numbers up. Right, so this is for the Sun Dream Team for next season. Yeah, and obviously lots of the I better share this for lots of the influencers now. They are all getting ready for game week 17, which is Boxing Day. We're nowhere near Christmas, really, the 7th of December, and they're already thinking about the 26th of December. And these guys, they know who they are. Fantasy football scouts. I'm not going to single out any one of them, but basically all of them. Andy from Let's Talk FPL's got his team drafted, but fair play to Andy. He's really on the FIFA.com. He's doing the best he can anyway, and he's doing better than me, which is no great shake. It's normality, but my modus operandi is to beat him one day at something, right? Which maybe golf, tiddlywinks, tennis. I might have a chance, but probably not fantasy football. But hope springs eternal. So let's get into this. I've just shared. Pretty cold over here, bit of Arctic blast here in the UK. This is how I got on. Very happy with this match day 4. We'll just go to match day 4. Now I've managed to log on to my FIFA.com so I can get everything up like before. No snapshots like last week. Really delighted. A 91, terrific. Now there's not much I could have done more to, not a lot more I could have done. Noppert maybe missed out on a point. Took out Fernandez, who got an own goal, and Klassen, who blanked. And Hernandez could have kept the clean sheet, but the French conceded late, and there you go. It was absolutely frustrating. But got rid of them. I was transfer them out. I have nothing to lose. I brought in Delot and I brought in Lovren. No brainers, and they got me a +7 differential. If I like match day 2 or match day 2 and 1, I really had nothing on the bench, so I wasn't losing anything too much. I had all my money invested at the beginning, but as the game weeks, the match day weeks went on, you're getting an extra transfer. So you had 3 in the group stage, 4 in round 2, and now we have 5 transfers for the quarterfinal stage. So it gives you ample opportunity to get somebody in or out in case they get injured or you hear some news before your quarterfinal match is on. You get the team sheets, they're not playing, and you can do a quick sub out. So you have to be really on this stuff, and I am. I'm on the ball here. I'm watching the team lineup, so I'm able to do that in my job, and I can just do a quick and here I am. So yeah, Lovren. So that's what you're able to do. It's really cool. I like. I really, as this has gone on, I've really got better and better at the whole shenanigans of what is FIFA.com this year. And with the World Cup and doing this, it's a lovely welcome break from the FPL. And yes, all the influencers are after their game week 17 draft. Everyone has got De Bruyne in because he's going to play every game because he won't be involved in the World Cup. And also loads of Germans and all that, it's just so soulless. You think De Bruyne is just going to turn it on and he's devastated right now. He's home crying. He's angry. He's absolutely, he go back to City in a mood and a strap, especially if Holland win this thing, so I'm not so sure, like, just because, City have got some double game weeks, of course, brilliant. ones with Tottenham. You know, so Spurs have double game weeks. There's double game weeks in 17, 19, 21, whatever. But that is way past Christmas, and I'm not thinking about it. I'm aware of it, but this is where I'm at. And yes, it's glitches galore in this game. But as the weeks have been going on, the glitches have been ironing out. You know, like successful tackles have been added to a lot of defensive midfielders. Things have been, you know, really settling down, the glitches, and so it should be okay. And yeah, we'll go with it. 235 points compared to Andy's 256, and he got 76 points. I got 91. He kept to Maguire, but he wanted to get it on Mbappe, but he was watching the England game or just doing something else, missed out. So he could have got 85 points, but you know, hey ho, you've got to be honest. He took it off Messi, and then he decided, well, he's missed that match, so he's going to throw it at Maguire. I don't know where this bullet header thing. Maybe it's a prophecy of Andy. This bullet header is going to come in the World Cup final. It's been on about this Maguire bullet header, like he did it 4 years ago or whatever it was, in the last World Cup or the Euros or whatever. Yeah, of course, yeah, he is. But this is the Maguire of 22, 23, not the one of 2021. You know, when he was regularly playing at United. So I'm not buying all this stuff at the minute with the Bruyne thing and the German players, and they're all going to be rested and they're all be back in train a whole lot. I'm looking at my FPL team and I won't be doing too much activity. There's not a lot I would change. So maybe, you know, sometimes, you know, don't fix it if it ain't broke. So I'll have a look at it when the time suits, and I would say that will be a couple of weeks' time after this tournament's over. Focus will avert, but I've got a good chance. Andy's just under 25,000, you know, 256 points. Moi, 235. So I'm 21 points down on Andy, 89,000 rank. The power captain really, really came true. It was on Dumfries for a while, but the extra point that Mbappe got, I gained an extra couple of points thanks to the power captain. I love the chip. The chip is brilliant, and that's something I would endorse for FPL for next season. It's terrific, absolutely joyful knowing that. I just knew that second round there was too many good teams, a few, you know, to weaker teams. It was a great opportunity. Disappointed with Gakpo. I have the decision to make with him. Do I stick with him or go with either Kane or Richarlison? Everyone's going to go on Richarlison, but Croatia will not be easy to crack. They're looking really good, a bit like Morocco in a way, very, very solid and defensively, and they have the weapons to hurt on the break. So the Croatia, they'll relish that test, and I wouldn't put it past them. Brazil have scored a lot of goals now, but they lost the first half. I think, did they go 5-1? I think it was 4-1 in the end. It doesn't matter so much, 4-1 in the end, but they lost the second to South Korea. Doesn't matter too. Sorry, Walker. Oh yeah, this Kyle Walker is going. Yeah, this is crazy. Yeah, he's quick, but I think he could destroy Walker. Like, I know he's quick, but like, maybe he's just evergreen, like a conifer. He just never gets bad. I'm not so sure anyway. Not so sure. This Walker is just going to silence a lot of pressure on Walker now because he's been built up to keep Mbappe silent, and that's scary, I think, for England, in a way, to be putting pressure on that Walker attitude. I'd be keeping cards close to the chest now, and I'd be figure that one out anyway. Yeah. What else? Yeah, Raheem Sterling has had to go back to his home in Manchester. Basically, there's a robbery happened. £100,000 were stolen, and it was okay. You know, once if you know, insurance will sort it out. Hopefully, nobody hurt or injured. The total joke and disgrace. Definitely, you know, an organized criminal hit on not all the footballers and celebrities alike. Ian Wright suffered badly, and also Mesut Ozil. Total cockroaches, you know, have worked there. So family reasons. So he'll be back hopefully, but that could be an opportunity for medicine. So I'll be keeping an eye from Edison. Is he a punt of a hit, or this? You see, that could be a Rashford thing as well. He could go in there and slot in for England. So yeah, very very happy with the whole thing. Um, four. Did I have four England players? Just three. Now you can have four in the second round, but now it's the quarterfinal, so you can have five players from any team, guys, and obviously semi-final you can have six. So the game is set up, and you get a little bit more money to spend with each round and more. So well, you definitely had in the second round, you had more money. It's just like a 5 million appeared, which is good. So the game is keeping lots of options, and you got no excuses really to not have a full team ready to go. So yeah, very very happy with the power. I think that the power captain really worked out. Did the wild card in that group game, got myself set up and sorted. It was and then the wild card again after the group stage. Um, yeah, so 44 points. I wasn't up to an awful much. Just trying to figure out the game. As you can see, I plateau on the bench, and I could have subbed out Plateau there for Trippier. I allowed him to stand. That was a mistake. It's only just trying to figure out bits and pieces. It's not mortal or anything. But 53, things improved a bit. Anything on the bench, nothing there. So I knew not too bad. Messi captain, that was a good call. I think anything around the 50 was really good to be going on with. This was the wild card, only 47. It was a funny game week because lots of changes. Brazil lost. I think France lost. I think Portugal lost. Most of the teams that try to be a bit too cute and give their let's say their squad a bit more of a run out, they didn't really kind of work out. And obviously Germany losing out there. I think he got a minus one, an own goal there. Germany did win, but it wasn't enough. Costa Rica, come on, like what's going on, Costa Rica? So very happy the power captain. So that leaves me with the 12th man, and I have to figure out: do I really want to play? No massive urge to. The only urge I have here is to think about Gakpo. Maybe Richarlison is the one. I have this Vinicius in my Sun Dream team, but we'll go into that. Brilliant. The only problem with another problem in the game obviously is loads of forwards, no good midfielders. England's probably the best value for midfielders, generally. So let's hope they go through in a way. So I've only got Mbappe. He can be changed to Kane or something. If England get through France, then there should be a shoe-in, or a good chance to get to that final. So yeah, Kane's on the radar as well. Panos, he scored his first goal in the 3-0 win against Senegal. So yeah, love the team, very attacking and done very well, 91 points. So where does that leave us for this game week? Not making too many decisions now. We have 5 transfers for this, 5 free transfers. After that, then you got to take hits. I've got 2 million in the bank, so plenty of options. Look, Hernandez against England. I'm pretty blessed that most of these guys got through, and I can get to a quarterfinal without doing too much. Dalot really fine, really really happy. I got him in the last game week. Fernandez too, in game Matchday 3. Have to figure out what to do with Gakpo. Will I just go and roll with him, or go to that Richarlison? Probably Richarlison. I need to get more Brazil in there. I'm very very am I one-sided with Argentinian mainly? I'm pretty one-sided in the first quarter of that draw, the top quarter, and that's going to be Holland Argentina. So there's a lot of surgery that will have to go in the next game week. Fernandez is in there as well. So 2 Argies, three Argentinians, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so got 4 Dutch and 3 Argentinians. So something's got to give there. A bit worried about Lovren against Brazil, but I'm going to figure out this stuff as we get closer, and We don't need to worry. The first the games now, the quarterfinals on Friday. Saturday, Friday. Yeah, Friday at 7 o'clock is Holland versus Argentina. And Friday, the early one at 3 o'clock is Croatia, Brazil on Friday coming. And then on Saturday, the early one on Saturday at 3 o'clock is Morocco, Portugal. And then England, France, wouldn't you know it, is the later one at 7. So that's nice Saturday evening's entertainment. So there's a lot to wait for that last game with 3 English and a French. I think I'll just let that go as it is and just trust in England. I'll probably be looking. The main thing is Lovren, Gakpo, and probably get a couple of more Brazilians in here somehow. I like Perisic. Obviously, I have him in my Sundering team, so yeah, that's fine. All ready to go. So that's enough in regard to match day 5 comment. Let's pop over to the Sundering team. So 257 points. Oh yeah, forgot about this. My leagues. Just to have a quick shout about the Max League here. Run by Stephen Stratford Nolan. This is the Max League. We've got 7 guys in it. Wegman 11, myself, and it's only 3 points. So me and Rory H, probably maybe Hessian. Not sure. Dazzler Hunt now. Yeah. Well, anyway, it's hard to make it out with Stephen. Stephen's kind of concentrating on the Sun Dream team. There's a bit of rivalry. I'll talk about that a bit later. So yeah, 2-3-5 to 2-3-2. So it's going to be hard now for Dazzler Hunt to come back. Possible a few goals, but when you consider 5 points for a goal, I think it is 5 or 4, whatever it is. Long enough now to be known, but it's hard to make up that sort of ground. Clean sheets 4. So you end up getting 6 anyway altogether if you keep clean sheet. 1 point if you stay over 60 minutes. So it must be 5 for the clean sheet, and it seems to be 5 for the goal, and the point for if you're over 60 minutes. So it's kind of hard to get a run of points. So looking at Rory's team, I think he has Oro, and if he needs to change that. Yeah, this is a bit of spying now, you see, so it won't let me go in. But yeah. Yeah, Alisson's good. Otamendi, fine. Lovren, Danilo. So he needs to change Oro. Fair enough. No panic. Loads of Argentinian and also no Dutch. So he's exposed. Apart from Klassen, yeah. Klassen, yeah. Okay, fair enough. So Argentinian and Dutch there. Oh yeah, Noppert is Dutch. So there's 2 Dutch and 4 Argentinian, 6 altogether. So he's exposed to that game. That's what I try to do, is not to be overexposed anyway, but no advice, whatever. Onwards and upwards. Sun Dream team. 3 again every day. It's only 3 transfers. You had 30 overall. So I did a lot of transfers at the start in the first few group games. Tried to get a run up a total, but now I have to keep that 3 transfers for the final game and see if I can hobble. But in my experience with the Sun Dream team, even if you have all 11 players, we'll give you an example, Brazil, and you're playing, Argentina or whatever in the final. What happens if Argentina win 1-0? You basically get no points. There's not a lot you can get, so it's a bit of a tricky one to get that balance right. So really need to get the crux of your points in the second round quarterfinal when there's a lot of diversity there in fixtures, especially in the Sun Dream team. I wouldn't be relying too much unless you get it really, really right. But I would be striking a balance between Brazil and Argentina. I wouldn't have all 11 Brazil and then I'd have an SC, but I'd have a mix between the whole lot. So this is well, I got Alisson in. He conceded that last goal or whatever, get created. He kept fighting and fighting away. You just knew they were going to score a goal. They didn't stop. 4-0 down, 5-0. I know it's four. Like, it doesn't matter. Korea, 5-0 down, 6-0 down. They won't stop playing until they score that goal. And they scored it, and they ruined the whole thing. Ruined the clean sheet. Terrific. So Alisson back in goal for Ederson. He won't be happy conceding that, but what can you do? It's just seemed to be just one of them things. It's fate. Roman Saiz, really delighted. Had a dude Morocco didn't quite. He kind of cancelled a bit of what the Portuguese. No, is it who's that Portuguese? What the Spanish were doing. There was a few in this game that had the Spanish, like Elba and a few others. So he did really well to cancel the Spanish guys. Dumfries, what can you say about the guy? Legend, staying in my team until the day dot. I'm not overexposed. You only get 11 players in the Sun Dream team. You just have to make sure your guys are playing. You get no points, so you need to keep on it again, like the fantasy FIFA.com. Lovren's been brilliant all tournament. Perisic's been brilliant. Klassen now is kind of tailing off a bit worried about as we get to the crux of it. Will Klassen be the, I'm not sure. But De Jong, again, not sure. Scored a goal, set up a nice, tasty cross into the box for Gakpo. But Vinicius, brilliant. I'll be overloaded. So I got my 2 Brazilians already. I said in the last episode that I get Alisson in. I did. Messi's not going anywhere. Mbappe's not going anywhere. And this Gakpo thing, I have to figure out, well, will I go for 5? You can't go for 5. You can only go for 4-4-2, 3-4-3, and 4-3-3 in this game. So no 5-man midfield. So I have to figure that one out. Possibly Richarlison's the guy, isn't he? But he's playing. So I've only 3 transfers, so I won't be doing anything in this team. I'm really happy. Apart from Ellison, I had to transfer him in. I had 4 transfers. I don't have to do too much, if anything, anymore now. Just have to let it ride and see who's in for the quarterfinals, or after the quarterfinals, see who's in for the semis. So really happy to have all these guys playing. It could have been a lot worse. Could have had 3 German and 4 Spanish or whatever, but got lucky enough and happy enough, and I've landed where I've landed. So in this let's have a look at the leaderboard. Wrap it up here soon. Right, so 257. Jimmy Crean. Now, Jimmy and Stephen have a tenner to see who can finish above each other. It doesn't matter where I finish. It's a personal thing, but this is good. Stevie Strett's done really well. He's probably one of the first times getting into this. So I'm using these guys as the beginning of our rankings for FPL Top Dog Sun Dream Team. And this is going to be number 1, 2, 3, 4. Andy Cugnon's always in with the football. He always gives that goal, tries it. And the FPL, he's been doing really well this year in the FPL, and fair play for him having a go at this and entering my league in the FPL Top Dogs Sun Dream Team. Look, it's pretty difficult. 15 goals. Look at the statistics. Conceded less, a few more assists. But yeah, James Crane has definitely given me an awful lot of. He's been doing really well with picking first goal scorers. But Ronaldo not starting was a massive bummer there for. No, I didn't realize the Christian is this is like the the points that Christian scored CR7 in the whole season, in the whole tournament, 8 points. So it's not great, like, is it? Giroud's been brilliant, done well. James will need to get rid of 2. He'll have to use 2 transfers and figure that one. I'm lucky I don't have to use any. It's just luck, skill, or whatever. It is what it is. Bruno, he got onto Bruno earlier than me, and he really clawed me back a lot with Bruno, and I've just had to get Bruno in to equalised a bit of that. Stones, great shout the other day. He's got another clean sheet. He should have scored as well against Senegal in the first half. Oh, free header. So that's James' team there, 2-4-4. A little bit of surgery going ahead. Quick look at analysis of Stevie Stretz. Not Portugal, fair enough. A bit of Argentina. So again, the Dutch game's big for Stevie Stretz. A little bit exposed again to that. It's tricky. If one of them wins 1-0, then the other 2 or 3 they get nothing. So yeah, it got the Brazilian, which is fine. Rafinha either starts or he will be involved regardless. The same with Anthony. They'll be coming on or start. I hope Foden stays on. Shaw. Yeah, it's personal taste anyway, but you can't go too far wrong with the Brazilians at the moment. They're free scoring. Anyway, Danilo, he's come back from injury and he's done very well already. Sandro didn't start the last game. I don't think so. Need to keep aware of the team news. So that's Steven Stretz. So great stuff there. And that's the rankings how it is. So guys, thanks very much for joining me on this merry-go-round of fun. The fantasy, again, I'm happy to be involved in all this baloney, and I really am not missing FPL, but I have unfinished work in FPL. I have to get back to some sort of overall ranking, like 4.5 million in the world or whatever I am now. It's just not cricket. Just have a quick look just for me on. Yeah, look, Newcastle. I'm very happy. I got onto Newcastle pretty quick. Almiron, thanks to Jack Malone. I was kind of, this Almiron's. It really paid off, but now everybody's on him. Really, he's going to be in all the dream teams now going forward. Yeah, I've seen him in everybody's Almiron. So the word is out on Almiron. So well, 4.7 million. So a lot to do with the rank. Okay, I'm in the top 50% of everyone, but that's just not me. I'm a top 300,000 player, 100,000 player, 200,000 player, sometimes 50,000 player, sometimes even top 1,500 player once. This is just not me at all. I have to figure out this mess. It's a total mess at the moment. So it is what it is, guys. Thanks for joining me. That's the latest update. And that will be me done now until after the quarters. There'll be another update after the quarters. Okay, guys. Thanks for joining us. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the footy. And it is how it is. And cheers. Oh, wait, I'm not going to go yet.